Hi, my name is Bear, and let's start with broken lines. The dead are returning from the graves. If crash landing behind enemy lines was already a challenging experience for you and your squad, you sure as hell didn't sign up for this kind of nonsense. Yet now is up to you to discover the source of this occult magic in the war-ridden land that you found yourselves in, and hopefully eliminate it before hordes of zombies spread all over the world. So yes, now every genre has a zombie game. Well, maybe except there isn't a zombie Tetris. If not, someone should create one and credit me for the idea. Well, snap, I just googled it to be sure and...
Unbelievable.
Don't expect miracles in Broken Lines. The game is quite short and is not innovative as it may seem, although if you like turn-based games, it is really a good choice for your evening. Price is right, so grab it and keep your virginity safe and sound. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Almost 90% of positive reviews left by tens of thousands of players is definitely proof that the game is done right, and I can confirm that. I played the game for several hours and I had a lot of fun, although I had to stop playing because I got the game on my PlayStation and shooting with the gamepad was a real pain for me. I died way too often for my comfort zone, you know. Anyway, now I'm thinking of getting it on PC. The price is really nice, all I need is time. So this edition sold on Steam is called Celebration Edition, and along with the base game it includes all past and future updates and many other cosmetic things you don't really care to hear about if you never play the game. So here up to 40 players fight in massive battles, pilot huge array of vehicles and can even participate in space combat. Also, one thing that is really uncommon for any game released by Electronic Arts is the ability to train offline. You can do that, and only with your new knowledge you can start, you know, dying in real-time multiplayer battles. Yeah dude, don't expect to be thrown into combat with noobs like you. Everyone will have more experience than you do, but you have to collect your strength and show them who's the boss.
Probably not you.
Resident Evil 2. This is a complete remake of a classic game. Overwhelmingly positive review score softly hints that it was a complete success as well. Resident Evil 2 offers a fresh take on a classic survival horror saga with realistic visuals, immersive audio and a new over-the-shoulder camera. You will also get modernized controls on top of gameplay modes from the original game. I can still remember when I played the original game when I was 14 years old, and somehow I had my mental balls big enough to play it every evening after school. Well, on those rare occasions when I actually went to school. I'm a YouTuber not because I was very good at studying, you know, but I was good at games. That's why you should avoid me if you need your appendix surgically removed, but if you want your boredom removed, I'm your guy, that's for sure. Rustler. As developers say, they took the inspiration for the Rustler from the Monty Python and first two GTA games and made a medieval game out of that. I can remember playing the first part of GTA for hours and hours and skipping school because of it. Never regretted that. Anyway, the Rustler is a humorous approach to the medieval genre. You'll find stuff such as no parking zones for your horse and police horses that have flashing red and blue lights on them. Game is set in an open world and you play as the guy, whose parents apparently were too lazy to give him a proper name. You'll experience feudal justice, inquisition, witch hunting and join the grand tournament. Meet incredibly stupid knights, complete a wide variety of twisted missions and quests, or ignore the plot and bring mayhem in the villages and cities. Choose to go on foot or buy a stolen horse, fight with a sword or pick fancy automatic crossbow. All that spiced up with a Monty Python inspired sense of humor, and you can burn down the whole village as well. Soulcalibur VI. A fighter game where you can control Geralt the Witcher should definitely catch your attention. If you like to beat your friends, it's a bad habit, you should stop. Better beat them in this game, which has very positive reviews on Steam, so expect to have a great time together. For example, some guy said that Soulcalibur VI is everything he wanted Tekken 7 to be, so here you will get a full assortment of single-player modes and all new battle mechanics. But beware, according to one Steam user, there is no voice chat on multiplayer, so the game is just not the same without all that toxic rage. But nevertheless, just pick Geralt and kick some ass in silence. Black Mesa. This is actually a Half-Life, just with better graphics and better, you know, everything. Keep in mind that this is not just a simple remaster, this is a quality remake that expands the scope of the original and massively improves its final chapters. Game is made by fans and it is made so well that it is an owner of overwhelmingly positive reviews. And to be honest, today Black Mesa is the best way to experience Half-Life. No clunky old school graphics, no compatibility problems, great gameplay and a really interesting suspenseful story. To say short, Half-Life is awesome, and Black Mesa may be the greatest way for you to play it. People on Steam are saying that Black Mesa is one of the best remakes ever made, and the game doesn't give you any reason to disagree with these wise words. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This is probably the best fantasy open-world RPG ever created, and I doubt that I could find anyone who at least never heard of it. Well, at least inside the Western influence hemisphere, it's a true legend. On Steam it has more than 600,000 reviews, and 96% of these people recommend this game for you. Anyway, the game has an incredible story, super fun gameplay, and a huge dark fantasy open world to explore. The coolest thing is, of course, your profession. You kill monsters for money, so you can just travel around the map and fulfill contracts ignoring the main story as long as you want or as long as you can get a new contract. And every single monster hunt is a handcrafted mission with different outcomes and sometimes hard moral choices. The Witcher is probably the best game I have ever played. Far Cry 5. Here you will spill rivers of blood and your victims will drown in their own liquids because you are awesome and they suck. Your task is to stand up to cult leader Joseph Seed and his siblings, to spark the fires of resistance and liberate the besieged community. In other words, you will have to get rid of fanatics without any political correctness. You can play alone or in two-player co-op in this vast open world. Use a huge arsenal of weapons from rocket launchers to shovels and take control of iconic muscle cars, ATVs, planes and more to engage the cult forces in epic fights. The bad thing is, as always, Ubisoft launcher with all the DRM problems, so it seems like the company treats you like a thief in advance. And paradoxically, you know where you could find the game without DRM? On various pirate sites. They removed it. So what is the point of punishing us, paying customers, when pirates can enjoy the game without any stuff like that? You suck, Ubisoft. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. The year is 2029. Mechanically augmented humans have now been deemed outcasts, living a life of complete and total segregation from the rest of society. So you, being one of those banished humans, you are forced to operate in a world that has grown to despise your kind. Armed with a new arsenal of state-of-the-art weapons and augmentations, you must choose the right approach, along with who to trust in order to unravel the vast worldwide conspiracy. And you know what this conspiracy is? Someone decided not only to put pineapple in the potato salad, but to replace potatoes themselves with it.
This is blasphemy!
Yeah, of course I'm kidding. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided is not a horror game. You will not experience such horrendous actions here. People on Steam are saying that this is a nice game with a nice story and extremely satisfying combat, but won't work if your internet is down. Yeah, it's one of those single-player games that need the internet to work. Not cool. Hunt Showdown. Here you will play alone or in teams as you search for clues to help you track nightmarish monsters and compete against other hunters who are after the same reward. Here you'll have to kill and banish your target, which will be some really horrible monster, but you will treat it as a sack of money instead. Collect the bounty and then get ready for the showdown. Once the bounty is in your hands, every other hunter on the map will be after your prize. Hunt has a very positive review score and it's very addictive, although it has a really steep learning curve and there is a huge chance that you will be shredded to bits by other more experienced players. Despite that, almost everyone is saying that this game is awesome and super fun. And now, thank you for watching, have a nice day and I'll see you next time. Bye!